Alrighty. I don't like this brighty. Oh, let's see here. Wonder if that's better. Oh, my phone's on dark mode. Has to be. There we go. Ah, there we go. Hello. Blue light. Kind of blue. Oh, guys, if you were in the last stream earlier today, I ate so many fried pork chops. So many. So many fried pork chops. Anyways, let's practice 1-3s. 1-3, and I'll tell you what I'm playing if you have any questions. Durka Muhammad Jihad. You like my blue light? Hello. I like this. If you take a C major, see. Always like that. That's. Maybe that with an inversion. Hmm. That's interesting. There we go. C major. So to the 5, G major. To the A minor. F. Both hands. Huh. Hey. Hello, who's ever in the chat? It's me. It's your favorite coach and entrepreneur. I just ate a bunch of food, so I'm in a food coma. I ate like 19, not literally, I ate like 9 fried pork chops, 5 pieces of steak, apple cobbler, and I'm just like, ugh. Woo! Anyways, hope everyone's doing well. Hey guys, I'm looking in the chats. Feel free to put a chat. Anyways, so let's go from C major to E minor in different ways. So C major, E minor, back to C major, maybe to F, G, So C to E minor, which is the 3. Cameron Casanova's back. Cameron, we had an interesting stream earlier when I was consuming ungodly amounts of food, and I am in a food coma. Anyways, you like this vantage point? Does this look like a good any feedback, my good man? Anyways, I'm glad you like my cave. Let's just I'm practicing 1-3s in music because I'm told that's what good musicians are supposed to do. I just made nice scrambled eggs. Nice. You made scrambled eggs? Cool. Do you know how to cook eggs without making them rubbery, Mr. Cameron Casanova? Hopefully your eggs are not rubbery. There's a way to fix that if they are. But I believe you work with food sometimes, so nothing like a good scrambled egg. What did you add? Chat, let's ask Cameron. What did he put in his eggs? Can anybody guess? Cameron Casanova is the managing moderator, the leader of the Blue Crew. Keep in mind, if you would like to be a moderator on this channel, that's the guy to talk to. Why? Because I'd make everybody a moderator, and then it bites me into bootay, and I don't like my bootay being bought. I don't like it being bought or bit. And I have a food coma, so forgive me. Anyways, C to E minor. C to E minor. This one that you've heard. That's in the key of C. The one chord. 5, 6, 4. Add the bass. But you normally hear it in the key of D, which is this. Hello! Hello, world! I'm still suffering from a food coma. If y'all were in the last stream earlier today, please follow him back, Rage. Yes, Silent Rage 420. Fire, what's up? Kind of looks like a hospital shirt, but comfortable. This was a gift from my sister. It's an Amazon Basics shirt. She gave it to me. And then my For whatever reason, I threw it in a white laundry and I didn't know, but my nephew had thrown his clothes in. Long story short, that's why it's blue. It was not meant to be that way. It's not a hospital shirt. It is a Amazon Basic. It is an extra large. My biceps have gotten smaller, but when I do curls, they get very big fast. But my business projects have caused me to do more cardio lately and more calisthenics, not so much bodybuilding. Keep in mind, I used to bodybuild. It was fun back in the day, but these days, it's not as fun these days. I've been in the hospital a bunch. Rob the Viking, welcome back. Bro, it does look like a hospital shirt. That gummit. All right, let me see. You know what? Let's see. You ready for it? Ready? Go. 3, 2, 1. Ah! How do you like them suckers, Bubba? Does it look like a does it look like a hospital shirt now? Dude, I look like an alien or something with my eyes. These days I lift beer. Rob the Viking. But heavy how heavy is it? How heavy is the beer that you lift? How heavy is the beer that you lift? Anyways, nah, I ain't worn that at a hospital. Yes. Hello, friends. Hello, family. Hello, YouTube. Hello, world outside of the state of Georgia. I am suffering from a food coma. I ate about 9 fried pork chops, 5 pieces of cornbread, apple, it was actually a peach cobbler, about 4 pieces of ribeye, and a bunch of chicken and pig feet. Excuse me, and I am feeling it. So I decided to play some music. Can you play that thing? Well, I can try. Let's see. I like to play cinematic music. Let me put a string on. Can I attempt to play something that will make you feel a human emotion? Ah, I don't know. I try to play it. Some people think it sounds good, and then some people think it sounds like El Dookie. I have no idea. Anyways, hey man, what's that guy tattooed on your arm? Well, when I was in the military, I was part of a group. I was a combat support guy for Special Boat Team 22, and we got some tattoos. And this is a tattoo that I designed. I kind of look at this. Some people think it's God, Jesus, Odin. I have Nordic ancestry and Viking ancestry, so I look at it as kind of like a supreme godhead looking down upon the angels, life, death. We got a clock, and then on the inside, I've got a skull and a spider crawling out of the eye socket towards a light with an eyeball. Now, what that means is you always have to have your eyes open in the world because darkness lurks through every crevice and corner. And although I appear to be a kind, loving individual, I absolutely am a destroyer of evil. I want to find evil and rip out its eye socket and beat the shit out of it because growing up, I saw many bad people do bad things to people that I love. So, I, uh, instead of being a destroyer like these people around me, I chose to be a guardian. So I try to protect good people because I don't like bullies. Yeah, anyways. Jimmy, please follow back. By the way, guys, okay, cool. I've got a little bit of nicotine going in me now. Please don't judge me. Please don't judge me. But the nicotine helps my brain. I want to play something that makes me feel like I'm somewhere. Keep in mind, I'm not using an audio interface. Let's see. I'm going to cut the big one on too. Uh Yeah, music makes me feel alive. I don't judge anyone, man. Appreciate that, bro. Appreciate that, bro. I can't have people judging me, man. Even though I really don't give two dookies what they think about me. That's actually a lesson I had to learn in life. Be yourself, man. Because at the end of the day, you yourself are a beautiful individual creature amongst Mother Earth. And those are the things that make life. Everybody's always worried about what people think. Whether in life, guys, this is what I've discovered. No matter what you're going to do, you're never going to please everyone, right? So you might as well live a life that allows you to at least be happy in this moment because all we have is this moment. Jewish? No, I am a Viking, Viking ancestry. Fake American. Alrighty. Jewish fake American. That six-pointed star? Huh? I don't have a six-pointed star anywhere. Like a Star of David. Where do I have a six-pointed star? I got a bunch of knives and medals from the military when I served into the Navy. What you talking about? What's six-pointed star? Well, no, I have a Nautilus star, which is port, which is PORT, the left side of a ship. I have a red and black Nautilus star, but that's not a Star of David. I wouldn't get a Star of David tattooed on me. I don't. Here's the thing. The Zionist community are the ones who created in my opinion, according to history, what I've read, the Star of David has nothing to do with Israel or the Jewish people except for the Zionist. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. Geopolitics aren't my thing, but I don't think the Star of David, I think it's something that was stolen and it's highly misinterpreted in today's world. That's my opinion. Well, sure, maybe but that has nothing to do with my ancestry. I come from a northern Anglo-Saxon tribe that was invaded by Vikings, crossbred, and then put into the European area with a little bit of Irish and Scandinavian. That's why I'm like 6'4", 200. I'm only 230 pounds now, but according to the genealogy, that's the etymology of where I come from. C major, E minor, F major, to the 5, 1, 3, minor, 4. So C major, E minor, F, G, to the C. If you know the number system, it's the first, third, fourth, fifth. Okay. 1 is the tonic. The third is going to make some emotion. Let's go to the fourth. 5. Back to the 1. However, if you know what a C major is, and then you know that a C major, the F is the fourth, you can layer a C major like this with an F, and it actually sounds really cool. This is a C, just listen to it. It sounds really cool. The F and then the C major, and you do an inversion of both. I can put my pedal on. And all that is a 1 chord and a 4 chord stacked together. It's a really beautiful sound. So if you want to learn that, you just find a 4 chord, C, D, E, F, which is an F, and stack a 1 chord on it. And then you just I think it's a really pretty sound. That's all. This is occupied Mexico. Oh, I think Josh was just talking some stuff. But the Spanish illegally did this. Yeah, everybody does illegal stuff in the world, anyways. Same for Russia. We're in a deep debate here. Well, teach me something, Joshua. Let me be the moderator for my own freaking channel. Then I have a question. Joshua, what is the main premise? Or unless you're just trolling, and if you're trolling, I'll just ignore you. But what's your main premise that you're trying to discuss here? You guys are in a deep debate. Whoever put the blue comment, I'm too lazy to push the button. I want to enjoy my nicotine because somebody gave me this, and it is absolutely delicious. It's berry crush. By the way, um, nicotine in isolation has been shown to have neuroregenerative properties to people who are over the age of 50. Interesting. Technically, a lot of times their nicotine, if you're getting a real pure nicotine and you kind of balance it without lighting and combustion. And you don't have the carcinogens. It has some interesting effects on the human brain. Spain. Well, listen here, Shawty. Hablo un poquito español. Me gusta pupusa carnitas. Here's the thing, man. It's great that you're proud to be from Spain. I'm not your enemy, right? I'm a good enemy. I mean, I'm a good friend and I'm a terrible enemy, right? But at the end of the day, I support you in your opinions and you should be proud of your culture and your heritage just as I'm proud of mine. But ye who is not sin, cast your first stone, saith the biblioteca. So all I'm getting at is the world is a better place when we find ground where we work together. Even the Communist Manifesto says divide and conquer. We are all conquered when we do not stand in unity and we are divided. That's what I got to say. Throwing rocks is fun. Yes, Cameron. Cameron, you think you can throw a rock further than me? I'm going to say, nah. I'm just playing. But no, I used to throw rocks at cows when I grew up on a dairy farm. I threw a lot of rocks at cows growing up. It won't let me comment on your porch pitch. Really? Oh, that sucks. He without the cream cheese, throw the first bagel. What was this? Yeah, I've never heard that. He without the cream cheese, throw the first bagel. That is a brilliant statement. That is a brilliant statement. That is awesome. Thank you for sharing that. That is so funny. I'll try later. Okay. Well, one of these days, maybe oh, here's a good one. Here's something. So I've got this book of chord progressions and I'm just going through random ones. So this is a 1-4-1-5. So in the key of C, that is. So that's in the key of C. Let's try the same thing in the key of D, which is a 1-4-1-5. So it's G, C, G. That's okay. So that's one progression. We know Vladimir won't do that because he doesn't want to be seen as weak. Chris, you joined my Twitch the other night, but I didn't have another phone to watch you commentate. Oh, yeah. Well, look, the biggest thing is to give the viewers a variety of content on the channel. I don't play Call of Duty and I'm not going to play it. But I do like video games. I just don't play many of them. I play Mobile Legends. I'm a mythic rank character, which is like top 10%. Anyways, enough about me. I thought it might be fun for you to get 50 subscribers on YouTube so you can go live. And when you go live, I mean, I guess technically, I just don't know what YouTube's policy is, but if you can send me something that I can comment as you're playing, I thought it might be some interesting content just to change things up. And as you guys may not know, Cameron Casanova is my managing moderator. If there's one person that has been in my streams in at least the last year or so, that has, and I've done a video call with him when I had my school community. You know, Cameron's someone I'll put time and energy in because he has always supported my channel. L Russia. I can skip a rock a long way. It'll have to make a short next. I got to go. Fake nobody could get glide further than me, but I played baseball and football, so I was in better shape. Okay, well, I was a pitcher in baseball. I was the closing pitcher. I was the guy that you sent in with the last few innings to throw a few innings of heat, just hard and fast. But skipping rocks, not the best skipper. I think my best skip is like maybe 8 or 12, which sounds okay until you find someone who can do it 30 or 40 times. But yeah, definitely. I actually was a baseball player too myself, man. Do you play bubble guppies? I don't know what bubble guppies is. So no. What is this? Politic, 5 viewer, religion, 10 viewer, random pair of tits, 160. Yes, sex does sell, but you know, I don't have a pair of random tits to show to the camera. No, I'm just playing. I actually do have those. I'm just not going to put those on camera. I have lots of female friends of those. But I would say this, men, if you want to keep your energy, and I would recommend going through periods of abstinence and conserving your energy, because there's a give and a take through everything in life, my friends. There's always a give and take. The more that you give up your seed, the more you're giving that power to something or someone else. Keep that in mind. I learned that from Marcus Aurelius in his meditations. You said I was a bench warmer? Okay. Whatever you say. It's YouTube's let me stream my Call of Duty I won't. No, Joshua. Actually, I played basketball, baseball, football, and rugby. And understand this. Uh, all I can say is when it comes to sports, I played sports my whole life. And I don't know, I worked on a farm. So I was never the strongest in the weight room. But when it came to actually doing stuff, I was always a good athlete. Still am. You got to remember, I'm almost 40 years old, guys. I'm not in my 20s. I'm nearly 40 years old. And I had surgeries when I was in the Navy. So, and if you look at some of my old videos, I used to be a 300-pound power lifter. No shit. Look at some of my videos from 6 years ago, and you'll see me big and jacked before I had my surgery. So I dedicated, I don't know, 12 years of my life to the weight room. I'm a certified trainer. As a matter of fact, I have some of my certificates right here. I was going through them the other day. I'm a certified ISSA master trainer in nutrition. I've trained like 500 people in my life. So I don't know what you've done in your life, but those are some things that I've done. So doesn't mean I know anything, but it, you know, kind of nationally certified, just for what it's worth. Show us a nipple. There's your nipple, man. There's your nipple. By the way, I'm not saying I'm in great shape right now. I've been working on a business project that has been super time consuming. Cameron, Casanova, you saw me when I was really hitting the weights hard, not large, but you see how fast I can get in shape. Catch a jogging stream. Yeah, I also ran 20 plus miles on a treadmill on stream one time. So the thing about me, the thing that I was gifted with was really good endurance. I can ride a bicycle. No shit. No shit. I can ride a bicycle for days. I used to do marathons when I was 160 pounds when I was in high school. So I did a lot of endurance activities, and I also like boxing and mixed martial arts. I like to wear someone down and break their willpower. Because no matter how big someone is, if you can get them tired and breathing, that's my favorite thing. So I'm kind of more of an endurance athlete. I always was decently strong, but my endurance is what has been the separator between me and other people when I play sports. Typically, I don't get as tired as other people, just for whatever reason. Anyways, Yeah, Cameron, I haven't been jogging as much here lately because of my business projects, but yeah, one of my favorite things to do was run 5 or 10 miles. And I'd run 5 or 10 miles in the morning, 5 or 10 miles in the evening. There was a time where I was damn near running almost a marathon a day for almost 2 years. So, um, yeah, I just have really good endurance, you know? And I didn't take that as that, Jimmy Myers. I don't think though. There it is. Let's just do it on the piano. Let's take away the layers. Let's see. Can you guys hear this okay? See, I'm just making this up as I go. I'm just playing around. I got something. There's something. This is one of my favorite scales, though. Anyways, yeah, Cameron, and actually, it's closer than that. I think I'm 250 hours away from getting monetized as my first time. The only problem is my businesses and some of my other projects take so much time. The amount of energy I spend on all the other stuff that I do is just overwhelming. I mean, you see my office over here, guys. You may not be able to see it over here, but I've got 2 laptops, 3 laptops, an iPad, 3 screens up there. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. I have 9 screens for the stuff that I do. So one screen is my stock trading, one is for my business calls, one is to keep up with the news, one, and I play poker too, you know, because I used to be a professional poker player when I lived in California. And yeah, it's just a lot of stuff. Anyways, let's do a 1 4 2 5, which is C, F, D minor, G, C, one, 4, 1 to 4, C, F, C, C, F, D minor, G, Let's do the same thing in the key of F major, which would be F, B flat, G minor, C, F, B flat, G minor, C. Also, you could do a 1-7 like this. Let's see. Okay. Or you could just do one of these. Yeah, and you could also layer it. If you did it right, you could probably layer it like this. This will sound better. I think it will. And that's a 1, 6, 4, 5. Or you could have one like this. Or you could be like, but the other one kind of takes that away. Anyways, a couple things. Let's see here. How about we do? I know what we should do. Let's do some fun. These ones. This is going to be A minor. This is like canon D, which is. Durka Durka. Changes Black Sabbath. Oh man, I wish I could play that. Um, but a lot of what I play, I just find patterns and I just try to make up some original stuff. I don't. I'm not one of those players who just take song requests and play. I just am over here hitting notes and making noises. So it is what it is. We all do our things. So I'm gonna have to say negativo for that, my brother. But if you want to hear some rock guitar, I got something for you. I'll play this. Check this out. Who wants me to put in the chat? Who wants me to turn the electric guitar on and play like a cool riff on electric guitar? Just one. I'm literally don't even know what I'm gonna play. I'm just gonna make it up off the top of my head. Let's see. Oh yeah, a little bit of Durka Durka. It's kind of fun. There we go. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm getting a bit tired. Alrighty, back to a normal piano. Now I want to just practice. Let's just take a random chord progression here. 5, 4, 7. E, F, G, E. Uh-oh. Put this bad boy up here. E, F, G. So that's an A minor. Here's some stuff. Shout out to the Chrysler. I thought it said shout out to the Twizzler. Woo! All right, guys. Well, on that note, oh, Cameron, I've got this thing over here. It's called a circuit board. You want to watch me put together some circuits? Check this out. Check this out, like no joke. Let me put this over here. Over here. Yeah. I thought one of these days on streams I might do this. This might be kind of fun. Cameron, you want to learn about circuitry? I don't know too much about it, but I got a circuit board over here. Also got a tablet. Also got another tablet. Also got another tablet. Crazy, right? Anyways, this is a circuitry board, and if I was a good boy, I would learn to play guitar. I have considered learning to play guitar. My time is limited, though. Anyways, and I got, anybody knows how to use one of these? This is a Raspberry Pi. Supposed to learn how to play with computers and stuff with it. Anyway, this is a circuitry board set. It teaches you how to make circuits and build stuff. It's in this little thing. Comes with all these pieces. You see all this stuff? Comes with all this stuff. And I thought, I don't know anything about it, but it's got 511 projects. So I thought about maybe learning how to do it. So in experiment 1, snap, advanced troubleshooting. Project 1, how to make an electrical light switch, how to make a DC motor switch. So it's got a circuit board like this, and it's got all these parts. And I thought maybe that'd be kind of cool to get some footage, learning how to do that. A day? Maybe. The problem is I think I'm too dumb to I say dumb. I shouldn't call myself dumb. I think I need to learn how it works. So you've got this right here, which is called a 2.5 lamp socket, which is an L1. An L1 is a gray switch that looks like, let me see if I can find it. L1. Is that L1? Anyways, project 1, C. Where is that piece? 2.5 volt. There it is. So you would take one of these, which is an L1. This is a 3.0 volt with 0.2 amps. And you're supposed to put this somewhere, like right here, I guess. Right? And you put it on, and you snap it in, and it goes snap. And then you're supposed to get a battery pack, which is right here, I'm assuming. This looks like a battery pack. But there's a few different battery packs. I wonder which one it's supposed to be. Supposed to put a battery pack right beside it or something like that. Looks like this goes like, I think this actually goes on top of it. I think this goes on top. And then this goes on top of that, like that. And then I have 2 batteries right here. Oh, Fruit Noob, what's up? Welcome back, Fruit Noob. I'm trying to learn about circuitry because I know nothing about it, and it makes me feel like it would be a good idea to learn. So anyways, this is the snap circuit, discover to learn. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. What are you guys up to? So I've got a battery pack. I've got a lamp socket. And now I need this thing right here. Apparently, this is a 3-piece right here, which is supposed to go underneath this. This is how you create an electrical light socket, apparently. You snap that in and you put those on top. So you got a power source. The power from the battery is being pulled into this, and I'm guessing this is sending this down. And then you have a out switch, which is an S1 slide, which I believe is this. And this goes on top. And then look! And then look! You watch it. You put it on, and it makes a light. I made a light switch. See how it cuts on? Can you see it on the camera? Off, on. That's cool. Yeah, dude. Yeah, so you have a power source, and then this sucker right here is an L1 3.0 volt, and I made a light. I made a light. I made a light bulb. Maybe it's easier to see like this. You cut it on, light off, light on, light off. I have created a light. And with this light, I shall educate myself to understand. I have a book, How to Create a Coil, from Nikola Tesla. Yeah, that's pretty cool, right? So here's the power. So what do you think? You think that's some pretty cool stuff? Let there be light. The good book says, let there be light, and there was light. Ah! That's kind of interesting light. Anyways. Yep. So, yeah. So what I learned from this is you build the circuit on the left by placing all the parts. When you close the slide switch S1, the current flows from the batteries through the lamp and back through the battery through the switch. The closed switch, which is this one, you see, this is a closed switch. Maybe I should just film myself trying to get smarter. I'm so funny. I'm so something, man. I feel retarded. I'm just playing. Okay. So basically, you see, without this, the light doesn't come on. So you put the batteries in, it makes power, it sends the power through this. That power then is connected. You put that on, and then it cuts the light on. Can you see it? See how it cuts on? On. See my finger? Off, on. That's kind of cool. All right, I made a light switch. Project 2, make a DC motor switch. I'm going to create a fan. I want to make the fan. So you got the back. So that's the battery pack. This is a switch. I've got that. So now I can remove the light. I think it is. Wait a minute. B1, S1, 2.5, this thing. I think this goes on top of this. Uh-oh. Right here. Somehow. This is supposed to be. Let me make sure I don't get confused. All right. All righty. That one's there. That's the switch. On and off. 3M piece there. Supposedly, this piece, I think, is supposed to go on top of here. But it doesn't look like it's fitting on top. So we need to take this piece. And I believe that this piece should be here. And this thing should stick on top, perhaps. And then we stick it here. And this is going to power my fan if I did it right. I did something wrong because it's not working. Let's see here. This is supposed to connect to something. I am paying attention to you guys. I'm just trying to figure out what I'm doing. Like, again, I don't ever do circuits. But just because you don't do something doesn't mean you can't learn to do something new. You get what I'm saying? Let's see. This one's supposed to have an MC on it. Where does this piece go? Is it this piece? What if I put this on top of here? Oh yeah, I know. I figured it out, Biggs. So I'm gonna put this on here like that. And I bet if I put this on top of here, I'm gonna make a fan. Yes! We have power. We have power. This is going to go over here. See, now I pushed the switch. Oh, it is such a hot day. Good thing I take my circuit board and build me a fan. Ow! It busted me in the eyeball. Ow! I don't think it's supposed to do that. Fan, come back. Where did you go, Mr. Fan? My fan, guys, my fan flew somewhere. I don't know where it went. Interesting. Mr. Fan, where did you go? I don't know where my fan went. I need that piece. Where did you go? Hey. Oh my goodness. Where did my fan go? All right. Went under there. Went under there. Holy moly, where did you go, Mr. Fan? Did you go in my gym bag? Oh, there it is. There it is. Oh, what a glorious day. So, you got a circuit board, you've got power, and this thing powers that. Oh, thank you. For sure, guys. You guys have a good one. I am trying to learn how electricity works, but check this out. I push this and look what happens. You see how it cuts on? And then it shoots up in the air. So I just made a DC motor, which is a direct current motor. That's kind of cool. I actually think that's pretty cool and awesome. All right. Cameron, before you go, can I ask you one thing before you go? Can I ask you one thing, Cameron? I've got some books over here. Do you think anyone would sit here and listen to me read a book sometimes? I wonder. Anyways, so I got the power for those who are still here. Stay good. Yeah, it does this. See how it's making a fan now? I just created something. Yeah, that's kind of cool. I think that's kind of cool if you ask me. By the way, my friend who's 11, I just want to say one thing. Start learning as much as you can as soon as possible because there's power in knowledge. That's all. And I hope that you consider that. So project 2 is place the numbers there. And yeah, it does work. So that now I made a light. I made a fan. That's kind of cool. I wonder what else I can make. I'm going to see what else I can make with this bad boy. Project 3, sound activated switch. This is for music. All right. I'm going to go. That's cool, guys. I am working on some projects here just because I think it's cool to learn. You know what I mean? We need more people to learn before AI takes over. So I've got my battery pack. Let me put my parts over here. I wish I had a better vantage. I could make a, you know what? I bet I could make a better vantage point. I bet if I took this sucker and made it taller, right? And I took this one and made this a little, oh yeah. I bet you guys probably like that view better. Let's see. Oh yeah.
Hello, guys. It's your favorite coach and entrepreneur, Coach Chris. How are you doing today?
I like rusty spoons. I like to touch them. The feeling of rust against my salad fingers. Anyways, so this piece right here says we take a battery pack. So this needs to go back here. We're going to take the battery pack. The battery pack, for sure, this is a closed switch. So the switch says closed. So when the switch is closed and you push it on, this is what powers it. That's what powered the light earlier. So you got a power source right down here. And I love this because I'm like a child a lot of times. And we have I guess it's a 3 volt. Does it matter the voltage of it? Let's see. This is a 1.5 volt. It looks about the same. I don't know what the difference between these two are. We'll put that there. It looks like the battery pack goes down here, and then we have the slide switch up there. So this goes here. Well, bam. Then we have a slide switch like this. The slide switch looks like it goes, I'm guessing, press switch, other switch. I'm guessing this sucker goes up to here. Okay. And then we have these, which sends it somewhere. I'm guessing this is underneath, which goes here. That connects that. So you have a power source. Here's the power. And actually, I believe that if I'm understanding this correctly, it's the other way around, which makes a lot of sense now that I think about it, because this is off. But when I cut it on, I'm actually sending a current to here. So if I put something on this, that current will take it. Power, switch, flow. That's kind of cool. Stay blessed, guys. So then we're going to put that there. And we have another piece right here, which I'm guessing, I guess this goes on top. It's got to go on top. Has to go on top. Wouldn't make sense. Then we have a WC whistle chip. What is a WC whistle chip? Do-do-do-do-do. Somebody sent me a message. Let me see real quick. So that, and then this comes down on top. And I guess that could kind of be down like this. We have a U1 music, which is this. This is going to be a sound activated something down here, which will be here. So the switch is going to here. Probably make more sense to put it down like that. This connects into that, right? But I feel like there should be a longer piece. These are 3s. Oh, that's supposed to be oh, that makes more sense. It's the long one. Oh, yeah. So instead of connecting a bunch of those together, I just need one big piece. I see now. I see. That goes down like this. Well, bam. And this connects it. Okay. Same concept, but these switches don't need to do that. So this is what's going to send the signal. Guys, if you're in the chat, feel free to ask, talk, ask me anything. That's actually really cool. I see that now. It's amazing what you can learn when you try. I tell all you guys in the chat, be better than me. Be smarter than me. So this is a music IC. Now, this piece right here is supposed to connect to that, which is like that. So there's the piece right there. All right. Then I have this thing right here, which appears to be a music piece. This is supposed to be a sound activated switch. This piece is off to the side. It's just kind of chilling here. It's a sound activated piece. And then I've got a piece of black wire, which I'm guessing is negative, and a red wire, which is positive. I have 2 of those, but I don't know where they're at. I do not see them. Oh, there they are.
Hello? Hello? Come to life.
Okay, so the UC, we're going to put red to red on this bottom corner. Oh, but this still needs to be connected real quick. We've got a little bitty one right here. that needs to go down off this grid to here. And I'm guessing it needs to go back to there on a 4. Something like that. This piece right here will probably go onto this like that, which I'm guessing does that. And it connects like that, which is cool. Looks like that now. That's pretty cool. All right. So we've got a power source, taking power, coming up to here, putting the power to the music. This piece is a black and red wire. This seems to have 2 prongs on it. We're going to go black here, black to black right here. And then we're going to go red, red. And when I cut this on, it's supposed to be voice activated. All right. We're almost done. So that's supposed to go over the battery onto this. So then when I cut it on, hello, hello. That's pretty cool. I created a voice. So if you see, here's the power, the battery, right? The off switch, you basically put a grounding wire, I guess you'd say. So it grounds to the circuit, so it grounds to this and it sends the power there. And then when you cut it on, all right, I feel like a child, but that means I'm doing something right. So that is a sound activated switch. Now it says adjusting the sound level. What? I gotta adjust it? Okay, so let's now adjust the sound level. Okay. So adjusting the sound level means we keep this the same, but now we have another component that we need to attach here. Well, I guess we take these off. Dude, I love doing this. This is so much fun. And then we're going to take this piece, put it here. And I need an SP speaker, which I don't know which one an SP speaker is. SP speaker. What is the SP speaker? It's a red piece. Huh. I don't see that piece. By the way, guys, feel free to ask me anything in the comments. I am here just listening and playing around. I was over here at my stock station, which is right over there, playing some music. But I'm really trying to get better at electricity and stuff because I really just don't understand it. So we have a speaker. Where's the speaker, man? These are all the parts that come in this thing. I don't see a speaker. Is that the speaker? No. That's not a speaker. That's not a speaker. Is this a speaker? I don't think that's a speaker. Alarm. Huh. Hmm. And then you have a resistor and something over here. What is this? All right. I don't know what that part is. Let's see if we can figure it out. Remember, you got to figure things out sometimes. Anyways, This is a whistle chip, and the whistle chip is supposed to connect to that. But I don't know what the whistle chip is. Where's the whistle chip in the inventory? A touch sound. Let me look at the inventory here. There's got to be an inventory sheet in here. All right. A motor, a jump. Okay, so the speaker is a standing speaker. It says SP, apparently. SP, SP, green the red, green the red. I don't see that piece. I see that. Okay, so it's supposed. This is supposed to be a red strip. You're telling me I can't find a red strip? There's that one. There's that one. I really don't see it though. U2 alarm. The only piece of red is this one. And it don't say WC on it. I bet though if I put this light on and cut it on, it's going to cut it on though. Watch this. No, it's not. Okie dokie. Now I'm lost. Guys, if you're in the chat, feel free to put a chat down there. So, the slide switch I have, I can get it to play, no problem. If I plug this in, it plays music, no joke. But I don't see this red piece they're saying. It says it's a red chip. I don't see it in here. Let me think. Oh, there it is. That's because it's not red. It's a different color, a WC whistle chip. I'm guessing that's this thing. It says WC on it. Let's see. Whistle chip. Put that there. Wait a second. I was supposed to have that on the whole time? Uh-oh. Let's see if it whistles differently now when I connect it. This black piece attaches here. Black goes to black, and it goes here, which is supposed to ground it. Well, that piece, I want to see if this sounds differently when I take this piece off. All right. And then this one is supposed to go to this corner, and when I cut it on, how do they know it's my jam? But it works with or without that piece. It says you're supposed to have that piece on. Looks like it works fine with or without it. Any electricians in the chat? All right. I just want to get enough money to live on an island by myself to figure out stuff. Anybody else have that goal? All right, so we have that. Now we have a speaker standing, which I don't know exactly what that is. That's a press switch, speaker standing. Let's go back to the inventory page. A speaker standing. Speaker standing. Here's a resistor. Now I do need a resistor on it. I'm supposed to take that off, put this on. I'm assuming put this on here. Something's supposed to connect on the top. And, oh, How is that supposed to connect on top? I don't understand how that's supposed to connect. But the only thing that makes sense is for this to be on top of here and for that to connect on top of there. Like that. That's supposed to connect on there like that. And then I guess this connects on this like that. Something don't make sense. Now it's not making a sound. That's not good. No sound. Sound. So when you close the switch S1, the music may play for a short time and stop. After music has stopped, tap the whistle chip. Hey, what do you play on guitar? What do I play on guitar? Not much. This is something that one of my friends gave me. They said I should learn guitar. I don't ever play guitar, but I know a D chord. I do know D, E, and F make a chord. So if I do this, D, F, and then E, but not too much, man. So I could do something like this. Yeah, somebody gave me this, and I'm just trying to try to learn. Anyways, I don't ever play, but somebody said that I was a natural guitarist. I said, not really. Maybe I have good hand eye coordination, but they say my hands move good. So someone said, Rob the Viking, what song is he learning? Not really. See, this is where I guess I'm a little different. I do want to learn songs, trust me, but I care more about how the mathematical intervals connect to the sound waves. Like, for example, if I'm on the keyboard, like over here, right? Like if I'm on the keyboard, right? I'm working, I think it's cooler to know that this is a 1, 5, 6, 4. And if that's in the key of C, I could do the same thing in the key of D. 1, 5, 6, 4. So I just kind of do it for pattern. So let's say I'm in the key of A. I know this is an A. 1, 5, 6, 4. So this is a 1, 5, 6, 4. So more about that. Kind of was more like that stuff. And then somebody else, so somebody gave me this guitar. So any of you guys who know guitar, teach me something. I'm going to take a break because this thing right here is blowing my brain up, and I messed it up, I guess, and I don't know what I did wrong. But I did make it. I made it be able to do this. I put a speaker together and I made a light socket, and then it does this. This is what I made. And uh-oh, that's not good. Let me take this piece off. We'll try it again. Oh, awesome. It doesn't work now. Awesome. Okay. So what did I do wrong? Sound switch. 3 there. Oh, I know what I did. I know what I did wrong. You gotta do it like this. That gummit, I broke it. What did I do? 2 goes here. Music box. Oh, I know what I did. The power switch is not connected to the board. I bet if I put it here, it works. I made a sound box. So, Rob, can I show you what I have on guitar? Because my brain's about fried because I've had a 16-hour day. I donated blood today. I helped a hoarder clean her house. Interested? Who is this man who says interested? Sure. So, I got this, which is called, I got this. It's a decoder. Now, this is going to be a mirror image because this, whatever, but it's a decoder. And the decoder is supposed to basically show you the chord compass where all these things are, like the root, the third, and the fifth. Now, I don't know anything about this, but I'm just going to go to the first one, which is B. And what they're supposed to show you is okay. So it shows you a C chord. And again, I'm still learning guitar, guys. So if you judge me, you can go straight to a very happy place. Are you flipping my flapjacks? If I cuss in the videos, guys, I was in the Navy for a few years. Please forgive me if I'm a bit cussy sometimes. I do my best not to because I know I get a lot of young viewers on here. So I got a chord compass here, and it's supposed to work with the decoder, and it teaches you how to connect the shapes and a bunch of charts. Okay, so a C chord is supposed to be, I've got a chord that shows you this, where all of them are. So the C chord is supposed to be 3-5-3, supposedly. Which is the root, the third, and the fifth. So I think if I'm at the bottom, it's here up to, I think it's the first fret. Okay, up to, over 1, and then that one right there. So I think it's supposed to be a C chord. Let's see. The C chord's still tough for me to play. Man, that sounds like doo-doo. Anyways. To an A minor. To a G. And then I have 2 here on the 2nd fret. And then I'm guessing here. Okay, Rob says, no, they don't. Oh boy. See, I'm not a guitarist. So is this, what I did though is I took these and I put the numbers on them. So I thought it would be a good idea. I like to play country songs, and it seems most of it's open chords. So Rob the Viking is saying, this isn't Rob, is it? Rob, Okay, this is a different Rob. It can't be Rob Torres because Rob Torres was someone I knew in the Navy. Okay. Learn the power chord. So, do you know any music theory? Is a power chord the first and the fifth? Like the C major is C, E, and G, the one, three, and five, right? And then C, E, G, B would be a C7. A C, E, G, B flat would be a dominant. So I get that on piano. Is a power chord the first and the fifth? So like the C and the G? I'm guessing. So a C and a G would just be like this, right? A, B, C, D, E, and A and A. Oh, that is a power chord right here. I have never spent time on the guitar. Like, I think this is probably the fourth time I've played this thing in my life. I need to learn more, but it's not much. Anyways, yeah, I know some theory, not too much. Just make finger on one fret, then two up to the next two strings. Okay, power chord is fifth fret, sixth. Oh my god, my brain's fried. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this tonight, guys. Do you guys prefer pick or palm tips? Uh, not eighth. I'm drunk. Oh, nice. Very good. Nice. Very good. You got a little buzz going. Nothing wrong with that. This is an adult conversation. All the kids out there, have fun, enjoy your life. Don't get addicted to substances. But as you get older, you understand there's nothing wrong with relaxing from time to time. Okay. Well, hey, Rob the Viking, I do know when I go live, I have the option to send sometimes. Maybe I wonder if maybe I should do that one day. Hmm. But yeah, but how have you been playing guitar for a while, Rob? Do you think it's worth me learning to do? Because the guitar does sound good. Now I do have this little tuner too. So let me make sure the thing's in tune. I think it's in tune, but I just bumped the side of it. So I know it's E, A, D, G, B, E. The C chord, let me ask you this. Why is a C chord so hard for me to play? Good call. 30 years? Damn. Okay. So you know a thing or two about a thing or two. You spent a lot of repetition. That's cool. Yeah, it definitely feels like an expressive instrument. And I also like that it doesn't require electricity. Um, well, the thing is, I do focus a lot on theory, simply because, I think it's good to understand some things. But yeah, I'd be the first to say that too much theory can be a bad thing. 30 years. Thanks, Rob. That's pretty cool, man. So we played guitar, we went to a buffet, we went live, and then we made this thing. Beautiful. All right. I think that's enough fun for one day. Off. My brain, ladies and gentlemen, I think has reached its vantage point, and I do want to take a shower. So I've got this, I've got a tuner, I got a marker board, and I've got all of this, which in retrospect, it shows you triads. It shows you all the triads and all this stuff. I just need to sit down one day and actually put some time in it. I also have a few strings. I've got a few different strings. And yeah. The thing I like about the guitar, at least in theory, and I do want to play one thing on piano before I leave because I like my piano. I think the one thing about the guitar that I like more than any other instrument, the guitar, um, I like that you're holding the instrument and you're vibrating. You're hitting these strings. Pentatonic scales, yes. I do like that. Yeah. Guys, my brain is fried. And I will share this with you. I am a Navy veteran, by the way. So I'd like to always show this to you guys because magnificence. Well, I could be a better musician if I focused the old ADHD. All right, guys. I got to go into the house, get away. Thank you for everyone who showed up to live. I appreciate every one of you. God bless you. I was up to E6 and I was offered to become an officer, and that's a story for another day. And long story short, I flew that flag in Afghanistan, and I'll show you. This is a couple of the things that I got throughout the Navy. I was in the Navy, got an old Constitution down there. And yeah, I flew that in Afghanistan. These are the people that I served with, and that's a sword I earned. That's a solid silver engraved custom cup. This is really pretty, hand graved and pure 999. In China, they said if you put water in this, it's pure silver on the inside. It's supposed to purify anything that you drink. I've never drinking anything out of it. This thing's worth about $600. Yeah. And the team that, when I went into the military, the team that I served with, I was supporting them, was Special Boat Team 22. Shout out to Shane Levinson, the human performance coach, and all those people. Great folks. And that's a tourniquet and some stuff over here. That's a knife, one of my favorite knives. That's not a knife. That's a knife. That's a knife. That's a knife. Yeah. That's not a knife. That's a knife. And that's a picture of, that's a flag, 1776. And because I was in Naval Special Warfare with the round guys, I was awarded a bunch of coins and stuff. I even have a coin when I was in Japan. He said, that's a spoon. What? You want a spoon? You want a spoon with me? I'll spoon with you. Just kidding. By the way, when I cut these lights off, you can see it's blue in here. All right, I am getting ready to shut down everything though. Yeah, this is my man cave. In a crazy world, this is where I seek refuge. And we'll cut that light off. Just got to cut everything off real quick. Make sure all the computers are cut off. I got a TV monitor there, laptop with 3 screens, iPad, another one, and then an external monitor. One of these. Pop that off right through here. Hello. Hello, Clarice. Don't forget, guys, I am a dragon. I am a dragon. I lived in Japan for 3 years, and when I was in the service, and I evolved into an eternal dragon. What is this? Rob said you don't want to play gay chicken with me. Rob, you sound like a cool dude, man. Anytime someone with a sense of humor comes into the chat, I always like to say, God bless you. It's 11 o'clock, guys. It's been a long day, and we have a long one tomorrow. By the way, if you guys are curious, I will be doing my best. Oh, yeah, dude. That's fine. That's a good one. I just want to know if I was wondering if Rob the Viking, you said you've been playing guitar for 30 years. I knew a guy named Rob Torres who is now a death metal guy. For the record, Rob, my brother is a drummer and a musical engineer. He's really good. But I gave him a car and then I went off to the Navy and did some stuff and I didn't really keep up. So for any of you guys who are in the chat, make sure you keep in touch with your family because time's something you can never get back. I'm going to try to go live tomorrow. I'm a black metal guy. That's fair. I think, I don't know. I can find something in all music. Every piece of music, whether it's rap, country, metal, classical, there's something we can learn from all music. The more I study physics and the more I study certain things, it's apparent to me that we are all connected. We are all connected somehow. I don't know how we're connected, but every one of us, every human being is connected in some way. We're all connected on this earth. We were not born onto earth. We came from the earth. We all share something. I just don't know what it is. God bless you guys. I will talk to you next time. Salut. Have a good night.